Hello everybody. The Warriors pull out a classic Game 7. In Game 6, Mike Brown pulled out a small ball lineup that embarrassed the Warriors, and they had to game plan to counter this. First, don't let them run, because in the half court, the Warriors had them contained. Even if you have a disadvantage in these isolations, here they're picking on Jordan Poole. The Warriors' rotations are good enough that if you don't overhelp, then you make them take tough shots at the rim, and then you live with it. Part of not letting them run is resisting the Warriors' urge to turn the game into fast chaos. Jordan Poole wants to go as fast as possible down court. Moody and Gary Payton II are being guarded by one defender. He pushes it hard in order to sneak a pass in. And then Moody, instead of trying to go through Malik Monk and do some kind of acrobatic shot, or trying to skip a pass over to GP2, he decides he's got nothing, and he pulls it out. Yes, he gave up a chance at getting 2 points, but that would only speed up the pace of the game, and the younger Kings are the ones who would benefit from turning this game into a track meet. By Game 7, Mike Brown's defense had scouted out and blown up a lot of the motion offense, and that was leading to turnovers, so the Warriors kept the play simple. Often it was just a Steph isolation or pick and roll against the weaker defender Keegan Murray or the big Trey Lyles. The second thing the Warriors did against the Kings small ball lineup was to try to punish them inside. There's no Sabonis. Lyles is the closest there is to a rim protector, and he's not that protective. So Steph is just going to do a quick ball fake to the left. It gets Keegan Murray indecisive, and then Steph just blows by him to the right. That forces Trey Lyles to rotate to meet Steph. If Lyles comes out more aggressively, then Draymond can cut behind and get a little feed for a layup. But Lyles is a bit pokey, and so Steph throws in the nice floater. The Warriors somehow were still only 6 points up, mainly because the Warriors went an unbelievable 7 for 16 on free throws. They should definitely have been up by 10 or more. They end the quarter with this simple but effective play. Draymond Green comes to set a screen, but Draymond instantly ghosts it. Lyles is just interested in showing to stop Steph's drive. Steph's defender, of course, follows Steph. No one ever got fired for following Steph Curry, and no one cares that Draymond is open way out here. Now I've got Shining Twins defense on Steph at the top. Play with us, Steph, forever and ever. And in the meantime, Draymond can screen Klay's man, and Steph says, "No blood elevator for me, thank you." Dishes to Klay. Terrence Davis takes the long way around, which gives Klay an opening to shoot, and Davis contests right into Klay's airspace. 4-point play. The Warriors were effective enough against the Kings small ball lineup that Mike Brown did not use it for the rest of the game. He brought Sabonis back, which meant that he and Looney could go back to war for the rebounds. Klay is going to drive and put up a shot that's going to miss, but it's interesting to watch Looney fighting with Sabonis for the rebound. Looney has inside position. Sabonis, he's in the traditional school, so he tries to keep inside position against Looney. Looney gives him inside position and then pins him under the basket. This ball bounces out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Kings that are closer to the ball. Looney realizes that all rebounds rightfully belong to him. He holds off Sabonis with one hand, grabs the rebound with the other, taps it to himself, and grabs it from... He literally out-rebounded the entire Kings lineup here. He ejects the ball to Steph. In a normal day, Steph could be forgiven for just hoisting this, but today the game plan is keep the pace slow, don't let the Kings run. This Steph shot is fated to miss. Notice again, Kevon Looney lets Sabonis have inside position, pivots around in order to keep Sabonis pinned in. This ball is going to drift out, and somewhere in this big wrestle, Sabonis is called for holding Looney. How do we think this Sacramento Kings fan feels about the referee's performance? He seems to think that they are on the payroll and he's trying to outbid. That looks like a pretty hefty bribe. Looney is so far in Sabonis' head that Sabonis is just starting to track Looney at all times. Draymond sets a high screen for Steph. De'Aaron Fox gives up Steph guard duty. Malik Monk tries to take over. Sabonis I think under normal circumstances should run all the way into the paint here. There's no way he should be guarding Looney out here. But he just seems to be intent on keeping a body on Looney, which means there's absolutely no shot blocker here. And Steph gets Malik Monk on his heels, gets the contact, Malik Monk flies past, and Steph goes right up. Sabonis continues to stay attached to Looney, even though Looney is way out here. Sabonis is positioned on the weak side low block to be able to help if there's a drive, but he really seems preoccupied by Looney. So when Steph turns the corner here, Wiggins setting an inside screen, but Sabonis is just a little late to rotate, and Steph goes up fast with the lovely floating bank shot. Looney continues to destroy the Sabonis offense by just sitting back. Because he's there to stop any backdoor cuts, Klay feels very comfortable trying to deny here and play right up on the man. And there's a backdoor cut. But Sabonis tries to keep Looney honest by taking this jumper, which Sabonis can definitely make, but he just seems so psychologically distressed about being left open like this that he bricks it. Let's wrap up with a very quick celebration audit. We're going to use our advanced lip reading technology to see what Steph Curry is saying to the Sacramento crowd. You ain't ready for this sheet. Not for Blues Clues. Yes, Steph, you have a good point. Can any of us really be ready for the Blues Clues bed sheets? This bizarre set takes a charming show for toddlers and transforms it into something Salvador Dali might have designed with an upset stomach. This nightmarish collection of microfiber is enough to send kids screaming to their parents every night.